Garage. Lincoln is presently and has been for several days in here because, I didn't come at all yesterday. But 2 days prior, I spent like two 12-hour days working on one freaking nut. Everything in the world. Bought new tools to extract it. I can't even get to use them because I don't know. The book says to do this on the ground. I mean, it was written before I was born. It was written, 63 or something. The manual that I have. And I did everything it said, but I'm using the lift. And this, the corkscrew, see it? To lift the motor in a block of wood. It says to get a 2x4. I cut off a couple of pieces because it's only got to be 2 inches, and instead of using a floor jack and jack stands on the ground, I have a lift. So I started to crank this up, and it lifted the Lincoln off the front 2 foot pads of the arms, and the back arms were about to snap. And I let it down. So now I put it all back together again too, but nobody wants to look at it for me. So, I hope I don't get hurt in here. I'm gonna put it on the ground after I undo the engine. It didn't say nothing about undoing the transmission mount bolts though. I don't know why. I even tried that. Couldn't get any movement. I kept lifting the car with this little thing, lifting the whole Lincoln right off the lift into the ceiling. So I can't do that. We're gonna get killed over here. So we stopped, and it's been sitting like this. I need to get this done now. I got this one bolt. If I could just lift the motor, I'll come in through the wheel well on the other side, because the bolt's on the other side. And you come in through the wheel well through one of these. Alright. A swivel, a couple of extensions, and a ratchet, or the air ratchet. And put the bolt extractor on there. Because turns out, see, I'm finding everything, not much, but a few things that Fitzgerald did that, man, he should have said something. If it was a matter of another $100, I would have popped for the other $100. Why didn't he? They didn't put exhaust manifold gaskets. They just put a film of RTV and on the intake. It needed. Oh, I can't show you the part, but I finally acquired one. It's a spacer between the manifold and carburetor. It needed a new one. The old one was all dry rotted and crumbled and vacuum leaked majorly. And every 1,500, 2,000 miles, I got stuck with the car with major vacuum leaks from that area. Had no clue why. And no one in Tampa, Florida either. I think it was Firestone. No one there. Or Sears. No one said nothing to me that, hey, you need to replace this piece. No, they just change the gasket, glue it up. It lasts for 1,500 miles or so, and it failed again and again and again. I keep getting stuck with my Lincoln. So I got the right parts. I want to put them on. But first, we're going to do the exhaust first. Then we'll do the intake, because it runs on the Edelbrock carburetor. But damn it. Snapped one bolt on the driver's side on top. So I need to do work on one of the manifolds and fix it, too. Not only do I got to clean it up, I have to fix it. I have to extract that broken bolt. Oh, I hope to God I can. On the other side, I got one on the lower end. Wasn't installed right. Lock washer. They only had lock washers on the bottoms. They're supposed to be both bottom and top. Jesus, what is it, $25 for a set of them frickin' things? Now, back then, 10 years, 7 years ago, or 8 years, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, they did this for me. I forget. But Damn, for another $100 or so, they could have did these couple other things for me. I don't know why they didn't say, hey, Joe, we're going to need to change your bill. We need that. I mean, I would have gladly, didn't be going through this now. Damn it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right.